Okay, hello everyone. So this is my gaming room I should say. Thought I'll give you guys a quick tour. Been working on this for a little while now and it's getting to the point where I'm almost pretty much happy with it. So this is my fortress of solitude, my little area to retire from the world and spend some time painting or gaming. So without much further ado, I'll go on. Here we have my library, which has been recently reorganized into actual themes. So we have, this is the colonials and naval section. Moving across to the right, we have the American Civil War and English Civil War section. Moving up to a World War II section. You can all play the World War II bingo book game. There's some odds and sods. I think there's a bit of H.G. Wells there. Bit of Potter. We also have over here my naval fiction, quite an extensive Alexander Kent and C.S. Forrester books. And there's some, what are that? That's the John Carter of Mars series, Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Flashman, bit of other historical fiction. My pride and joy, my old wargaming book collection, which has got most of the good ones on it, including the Piece de Resistance, a first edition Little Wars. Yes, I think it's an American edition. I think because it's blue. I think the British edition was red. So the search continues. I need to get another red one. Over here, bit of a spillover. A recent pickup. I collected a lot of wargaming books. I was able to get that Wargaming History series from Featherstone and the Tank series. Really happy about that. These are going to come in handy soon. Solar Wargaming Don Featherstone. They'll come in very handy if this isolation continues. Some of my old ships and things that I've made. That tripod is wasn't made by me. That was scratch built by another guy at the club called Brendan. But most of the other stuff here is made. This is my Martian aerial skiff thing. When I was doing a lot of my Gaslight Victorian science fiction gaming, bit of terrain, bit of bits and pieces, something I made for my Skaven. That's when I was using my Skaven to play hordes of things. This was the sort of camp, my sort of sewer sort of lookout. Coming around, then we have my cabinets with another nice pickup, a Britain's Cannon. So if I wanted to do H.G. Wells gaming, I've got one of those. Waterloo chess set. Nice bit of artwork I've picked up on my travels. Picked this map up of when I went to see the Mary Rose in the UK last year. I have over here a 3D printer, which was my Christmas present to myself, which has been getting a lot of action. In the gaming cupboards, what do we got in here? We've got a bit of everything. A bit of games here. Mortal Gods, need to finish painting them. Kingmaker, classic game. Down the bottom there is my Mythic Battles stuff. And then next door we have more Mythic Battles, a lot more Mythic Battles actually, and a bunch of Commands and Colours, lots of Battle of Britain plans for when I get round to playing Bag the Hun. Moving across, we have my display cabinet. So this has got some of my stuff. Obviously I've got more stuff in the garage in boxes, but this is stuff like my World War II Desert Rats, my Romans, which are slowly growing in size with some Celts underneath. I can use them for infamy, and eventually Hail Caesar. Some Saxons, some Victorian science fiction stuff that we were using for Empire of the Dead. There's some of my Mortal Gods things and Mythic Battles stuff. This is some fantasy stuff, some undead, some lizard men. Up here we've got some elves, some Skaven, and some. It's a bit of a grab bag at the moment. Up here, another one of my scratch built aeronefs and land dreadnoughts. Pieces here. And then over here is another cabinet, just some bits and pieces I think in here. Some role-playing books, magazines. And then my painting table, which at the moment is actually being used as an office. So what have I got over here? I've got some Black Sea ships and some aircraft for Back the Hun, some painting stations, and then at the moment I've got some little bits and pieces. I've got a wet palette here, I've got some beastmen which are going to be painted up to be used as Rangerfords in a Frostgrave scenario. This is something I'm currently painting, which have just been given a wash, and I've got to come back and do the highlights. This is a 3D print, which I did on my resin printer I showed you before. And then of course, can't go far without emergency banjo. If the mood strikes me, I've got a bit of a banjo habit, as you can see, little ukulele in the background there. And then this is the area where I can set up my gaming table. So as you can see, I'm currently been playing a bit of Red Alert, which I am enjoying immensely. So we just got this set up for my son and I to play another game this evening. So this is just a collapsible tables. I eventually will get my carpentry skills involved and actually build something more substantial to be used for gaming in here. I can actually get about an 8 foot by 10 foot table in here and still have some room to move around, but I won't make it a permanent thing because this room gets used for other stuff besides gaming. So, but anyway, that's a quick tour of the battle bunker, or whatever we've come up with. So yeah, show us your room if you have one. I'd love to see it. Bye.